They are better off.
I think it is more than possible.
All the toilet paper gets it.
Every day.
That's crazy.
Take a look at this lady. She says violence is the answer, and apparently one burned down warehouse isn't enough because another guy wants the data centers too. Welcome to the Dave Show. So glad you're here. Stick around because today that same no rules energy spreads into places where the damage doesn't stop at property. All right, let's jump into that liberal pool of madness right now. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
One warehouse being set on fire has been more effective than any of the 3 No Kings marches we've had in the past 2 years. And why is that? Because violence is the answer. The rich, 1%, they know that because they are violent towards us every single day.
Really? I have not experienced that. How is that even... How does that work out? I don't know. Okay.
Every day, they participate in acts of violence, and we just accept it. Violence is the answer.
That man who burned down the warehouse in California, can we follow his lead and do AI data centers next?
All those marches, man. It took 6 warehouses, and Sam Altman's out here talking about universal health care for 4-day work weeks. I love No Kings protests, I do, but you want change, start burning their shit down.
I personally think we should all be doing the same thing that man did with burning down that building. I think it is more than possible. I think we are all more than capable.
America, are you seeing this? You either pay us a livable wage or all the toilet paper gets it. We're gonna send it all in flames.
This sounds like a credible threat, America. We better take this guy's warning to heed.
We're gonna have it smelling like stank ass and smoke out here unless you start paying us a livable wage.
Yummy.
Those record profits need to go to us, not the shareholders. We've all got Bics now. Put your lighters up.
If you're an employer who is not paying your employees enough to keep them fed with a roof over their heads, then they are better off getting their 3 hots and a cot by setting your shit on fire.
So the guy was complaining that he wasn't making a livable wage. He couldn't even live off the money that he was getting paid at this warehouse. Now, he committed a federal crime. He's going to go to federal prison. Federal prison. Federal prison.
Yeah. Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay? You know what that means when you go to federal prison? It means you're taken care of forever. You got 3 square meals a day. You got full health care and benefits, including dental and vision. You are taken care of.
Sort of.
That means you got a place to live. He doesn't have to worry about, you should have paid us a living wage. He just got the living wage. Guaranteed.
So, about that warehouse that mysteriously burnt down in Ontario,
You really got to lay off the pot before you make these videos.
that's crazy. That's crazy how that fire just started for no reason.
No reason. Just spontaneously. And just for any of those people out there that have no idea what is being talked about, here is apparent footage of the dude setting fire to the warehouse. Yeah, he did a very thorough job, at least at arson. I don't know about his regular work duties, but he's pretty good at arson.
Should have paid us enough to live. You know, we may not get paid enough to live, but these bitches dirt cheap. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. There goes your inventory.
Look, I mean, realistically, there's enough of us that don't like how things are going right now
Are you talking about with your hair? Is that because your beard is pretty spot on, but that hair, yeah, I don't know about that.
And I kind of think we need to just start like Boston Tea Partying this shit, you know? Just like anywhere we see a chance that we could cause a little bit of chaos to a billionaire or millionaire, just a big corporation or something, like maybe we need to start grouping up and making conscious efforts to throw a little tea in the harbor, you know? I'm thinking it's about time.
At this point, I have nothing left to lose. And I think a lot more people are in that boat than before. But watching this system destroy the planet and people and take away our one chance at life, our one chance at doing something as humanity, is being taken by child eaters. I would rather sacrifice myself than watch that go on. Because I am suffering as well. I have an illness because of the chemicals that they are putting in our food and our water. We have to fight this. Humanity will continue to suffer. People's lives will be taken from them. Their one chance at enjoying this miraculous place that we call Earth. Like, somebody has to do something, and that somebody has to be us.
Okay.
And at this point, I don't care. I don't care about giving up anything. I would do anything to stop this.
Wait, she might actually be onto something here. If all liberals were to sacrifice their own lives in order to make the world a better place, that's some heroic crap right there. And I would support them 100%. Jeez. She had me at child eaters. Yeah, me too. I would do anything to stop this. Would she be willing to stop posting idiotic crap on social media? You know, to stop this? Don't do that, because then I would be out of a job. And here is a lovely lady that apparently doesn't know what the word empathy means. Take a look.
So I was just watching this interview with former Senator Ben Sasse. I want to say he was from Oklahoma. And he was talking about his struggles having stage 4 pancreatic cancer and his treatment and the nausea and the drugs. And, you know, his face is currently cracked and all bleeding because of some experimental drug that they're giving him for pancreatic cancer. But part of me is just like, but why? Why are you trying to stay here? The cancer is your Lord's way of calling you home. The rest of the people, like Ben Sasse, said that we should have to believe in. If heaven is the special place, I don't understand, just like Neanderthal Ed on the sidewalk with his cancer, why are you getting cancer treatment? That is your calling, to go to the special place with the special man in the sky so you can just float around and I guess stare at each other. But like, you...
Wow. I'm pretty sure she's not a Christian.
Sir, I'm sorry for your situation, because I can imagine just from your description and the way you look that you have gone through hell. But think of all the people that have nothing and are getting less because they're worth less, and what you get because you're worth more.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how it works, right? If you've got the money for the treatment, you're going to get it. I mean, that's kind of the cruel reality of things, so...
And stop going to the hospital and stop getting cancer treatment and just let yourself die, because that's what you basically advocate for anybody else. Remember Joni Ernst? Oh, we all die sometime. Let this be your time, Ben Sasse. Go home to your Lord.
Tell me you're a godless heathen without telling me you're a godless heathen. Yeah, that's exactly what she did. That's a level of ugly on display right there that's hard to comprehend. What a sad soul. Another social justice bitch. She only has guts to say this online. Bunch of baby-killing demons. Wow. That's pretty harsh. And the smugness she says it all with. Honestly, I didn't listen, but I can predict it was drenched in self-righteous smugness. Well, you were correct, yeah. How horrible it must be to be such a hateful person. I pray for her soul. There's going to be a lot of prayers thrown up for her.
So I have children and I am quitting my job, giving up my apartment and moving
Wow.
Probably going to be in DC within the next month.
Seems pretty drastic. What's going on?
I'm not moving to DC.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be going there to deliver my manifesto, essentially.
Oh, okay. So you're just crazy. Okay,
in the most dramatic possible way. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. The good Lord will inspire me, let's say.
Oh, geez. I kind of have a feeling like you expect to be seeing him right after you deliver this manifesto. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
We're doing? You're taking your kids with you? Oh, dude, that's not a good move.
That's what I'm doing. Sorry.
Oh.
We as in
you.
I am and me.
Okay, good.
This avatar. I am is going to fully possess this avatar and act accordingly, which is essentially the key to the concept of Christ consciousness. That is what Christ consciousness is all about. Give up all my worldly possessions, give up family, and walk with the Holy Spirit into the heart of darkness and deliver a comprehensive civilizational architecture that replaces this current paradigm in every aspect.
And your manifesto is going to do this? Yeah, I don't think so.
Economically, ethically, and educationally, in such a way that we might actually get towards some kind of, sane society, maybe even a level 1 civilization.
If everybody follows your manifesto? Wow, that's some delusions of grandeur right there, my friend.
I would follow this account because it's going to get weird in the next month or so. So anyway, toodles.
I saw a video today where someone was talking about how people are putting spray foam in toilets of mega corporations because the spray foam, once it gets in the pipeline, hardens like rock, making the corporate stores have to tear out the entire pipe infrastructure, closing the stores down for weeks and months, and how the people who are doing
months to swap out a toilet
it won't get caught because there's no cameras in the bathroom.
Well,
and I just gotta say, I don't condone that activity at all.
Well, there may not be cameras in the bathroom, but there's most certainly cameras leading into the bathroom. I don't think you thought this one through, my friend.
So I've been delivering to this Trump supporter for about a month now.
That is a sweet, sweet man bun. What are you gonna do? Okay, that's just so nasty.
Word of advice. If you're a Trump supporter, don't publicize it.
Hey, if you're enjoying the show and would like to sponsor an episode, scan the QR codes. Links are down below. Let's do a hot chocolate together because the Lib Zone runs on it.
Transphobes say we can always tell. No, you cannot tell. Most of you think that I am trying to be a woman, that I am male to female.
Correct, because that is obviously what's going on here.
You have it the wrong way around. I have been on testosterone for 3 years now.
Oh, wait, you said you were on testosterone for the last 3 years? So you're a woman trying to become a man who looks like they're transitioning into a woman? Is that... I think you could have just saved a lot of time and effort and just stayed a lady, my man. Just saying.
Hey, here's some really mundane thing.
Okay, I really hope this dude doesn't think he passes as a lady, because yeah, that's not happening.
About transitioning, and I'm right now doing the social transition, right? And then we're gonna think about HRT, and yeah, I got that. I got a doctor. I'm gonna see. Anyway, so one thing is just how to move my body.
And here's Lily Tino, and I don't really follow Lily too much, which is pretty much not at all. But I know that his thing was that he would go to restaurants and then be offended and then rant and rave about how transphobic everybody is. But this video, I think he's maybe trying something new. And if so, I think this is like way more dangerous than what he was doing before. Because now he's specifically targeting children. Take a look.
And you say cisgender? Good job. But what does cisgender mean? When somebody is born, the doctor gives them a hat. Which hat you get is a really big deal because it tells the world a lot about you. Hopefully the hat that the doctor gives you fits. But for transgender people like me, it just doesn't. And we don't want to wear this uncomfortable hat for the rest of our lives. So to feel happier, we take off the hat the doctor gave us and
Yeah, but the doctor doesn't really give you the hat. It's more like God gives you the hat. So
put on a new one that fits us perfectly. Cisgender people are the opposite. The hat the doctor gave them fits perfectly the first time. Some people think that trans and cis are...
You notice he didn't try to put on the girl hat because it would have equally not have fit his head, which would have killed his whole entire object lesson there. So anyways.
Are bad words, but they're not. They're just opposites, like up or down or left or right. Everyone uses cis and trans.
No, not everybody does. Not until you guys started using it.
Even astronauts. For
okay, now yes. Are there professions that use the word cis? Yes. Just like up and down and left and right. That is true, but normal everyday folks never even heard the word cis before.
Example, let's say an astronaut blasts off from Earth towards the moon. Cis means the same side. So when the astronaut is on the same side of the moon as Earth is, they are in cis lunar space. Trans means opposite side. So once you blast off past the moon onto the other side, you are in trans lunar space.
Okay, this is just disgusting how he's targeting little kids. And we're talking like little kids with this.
Isn't that cool?
Hey, I have a question. The front doors are locked here.
Yeah, what do you need?
I'm trying to get to the queer self-defense class.
Okay, around the corner.
So the south side of the building, is that?
Yeah.
Okay, and it said on the flyer, trans folks fight for free.
Yeah, you're trans?
I'm trans indigenous.
You're what?
I'm trans...
You're what?
It's indigenous.
That's how everybody else feels when they speak to somebody who's trans for the first time. You're what?
My parents' bigoted doctor assigned me white skin at birth, but I identify as a brown skin native.
Dude, get out of here.
Well, are you trans native phobic?
No.
Well, then what's the problem?
Do you know how confusing this is to people and how you're making a mockery out of natives?
Well, that's ironic, don't you think?
No, we are protecting people here with self-defense.
And that's, I want to participate.
No.
I'm a native. Trans natives are natives, and this is our land.
Dude, I'm calling the cops.
Don't misindigenate me. I am not a dude.
Get out of
here. Why are you being trans native phobic right now?
Please leave.
No. This is my land, and you're trespassing. You're cis-American, so how about you...
Cis-American?
Leave.
I need you to leave the property now.
Funny. No. What are you going to do?
I'm calling the police.
You're going to call the police on me because I'm a trans native man of color?
You're mocking people.
That's a hate crime.
No, what you're doing is a hate crime.
Call the police then. It's really sad you're being transnative-phobic right now.
Dude,
Folks, this individual is being transnative-phobic. I'm trying to get into a queer self-defense class, and this is how they treat trans people of color.
Disgusting.
Really sad. I hope you should be proud of yourself for being transnative-phobic.
You should be ashamed of what you're doing.
Really sad. Trans natives are natives.
So how early do you think kids can know that they're the opposite gender than what they were born with?
Most of the kids I know, it was when they hit puberty. Some kids, however, as soon as they can speak, they say, you know, why are you calling me a boy? I'm a girl. Or why are you calling me a girl? I'm a boy. Even I don't feel like I'm a girl or a boy.
Sometimes kids can say a lot of things because they're kids and their brains haven't fully developed. And so they may think that they're like a Power Ranger or that they're an elephant, but we wouldn't go forward with saying like, you're an elephant, you're a Power Ranger, and I address you as that way. There's been many 16-year-olds who have got mastectomies, right? They think that they're a boy and they were born a girl, but they want to get their breasts removed because it's not gender affirming. There's people like this girl, Chloe, where you know, she felt that she was a boy when she was 16. Her doctor told her parents that, you know, would you rather have a trans son or a dead daughter? And I mean, that's a really big thing to say to a parent, right?
I lost my son. My son had a double mastectomy at 16 to save his life.
Well, now she regrets it, is my point.
That can be remedied. People get boob jobs all the time.
Yeah, but she still has the scars, and like, how do you go back from that? Because these hormones are not reversible. Like once you flip from going through a natural, let's say, female puberty, and you're filling your body with male hormones, testosterone, that's not reversible once you become an adult.
But the laws should not be how this is addressed.
Well, I think the argument is that kids can't drive till they're 16. They can't vote until they're 18. You know, there's a lot of big decisions, drinking until 21, smoking until 18. So how can you make the decision to medically transition your body permanently as an adolescent, but yet you can't do things like vote for the president?
We have a tool to address that, and it's called puberty blockers, which are now illegal in several states. So that option of giving kids time to figure out whether they really do feel that they're identify with the gender that they're feeling like, it gives them time.
So you would support banning it until kids were 18?
No, absolutely.
You wouldn't.
My son would be dead.
What do you mean dead?
These kids try to kill themselves.
Why? Because of gender dysphoria?
Yes.
Right. But what does that have to do with legalizing hormones, irreversible hormones for minors?
That is the treatment for the distress.
At the end of the day, like, your son, he was born he was born a woman. Like, you had a daughter. And I think that we both know that.
Nature is not what you think it is. There are trans, intersex throughout the natural kingdom.
I think your daughter was born perfectly in the perfect body.
I don't care what you think.
All right, we are nearing the end of the show, and in this next clip, sometimes you just have to ask yourself, really? Really? And last but not least, my friends, here is a comedy bit on the real upsides of owning a German Shepherd. Take a look.
You gotta go German Shepherd. You gotta go German for protection. I mean, you have a German Shepherd, someone breaks in. Not only are you safe, you don't even get woken up. You just come down in the morning and there's a dead body on the kitchen floor. And your dog's got a Glock in its mouth. It's like, I didn't want to wake you up. I know you had a big day.
Well, it looks like nobody in today's show thought the rules applied to them. Nope, not one. But that dog did. Give me a German Shepherd any day, twice on Sunday. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for spending time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, slap that bell, give me a hype if you can. And until the next episode, stay safe and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.